Hello and welcome to Massive Action Month. My name is CJ Boston. For the next 30 days, I will be challenging myself to make a real video, not just a talk head video to where we talk about some pre-scripted thing, but a real video to get outside of my boundaries. And that's my challenge for my Massive Action Challenge during Massive Action Month. Now, I'm going to tell you exactly what my challenges are for the month and what I want for you. But before I do that, I'm going to tell you how it almost wasn't. Well, Saturday morning, I get up and go into the barbershop, get fresh cut because I'm charged up. I already know what I want to say. It's the first of the month. I'm going to start off Massive Action Month with this big spiel and this song and dance. Not me, but that's what I was going to do. So I go to the barbershop, go to the ATM, get some money out, get a fresh haircut, come home. I'm sitting home in front of my computer and I get a text. I have my debit card set up to my phone, so anytime there's a charge, I see it. Next you know, I see a $25 charge come off. Whoa, I'm not buying anything. So I go to my credit card company, call them. They put me on hold. They say it's a 30-minute wait. Can I call you back? Cool. $25, and I'm not, overly alarmed, but I am alarmed. So while I'm sitting there waiting for that call back, I get two more texts. One for like 170, the other for like 6 something. Wow. Almost $900 out of my debit card. Like, gosh. So I go to call them back. As soon as I dial back, they call me. Now for all of Saturday and Sunday, I'm trying to figure out how to get my money back. Now that whole Massive Action Month that was supposed to start on Saturday, no, it doesn't start because I have to figure out how to get my money back. Part of the money was for Massive Action Month. There was this big elaborate plan I had out. I had this going to that and this going to that and all this information I was going to put out there, and it was going to be great. And automation that I was going to set up, which I was going to use the money for. And then I was going to the Warrior event, and now the money's not there. I can't go to the Warrior event. The automation's not set up. I'm going crazy, trying to get my money back. So Sunday, I'm still here pining over that to a degree, and it's supposed to be Massive Action Month, and I'm sitting up in here pining. So I get a voicemail from my sister. She sounds distraught. I call her back like, hey, what's going on? She's crying like, hey, what the hell's going on? Who did something to you? My niece passed away. 31 years old. Just passed away out of the blue. Now, I'm going through it like, all this stuff is happening and I'm supposed to be taking massive action. Why? How come every time I go to do something and all this stuff falls down? It's just, I'm not meant to do it. It's not supposed to happen. This is just signs that I shouldn't do it. And I'm pining away, letting all that stuff get into my mind and soak me away. That's all day yesterday. Last night, one of the guys on my Facebook put a post up, and I copied it on my Facebook so you can see it. I'm going to paraphrase it. And the post basically went like a guy was complaining to God. And I'm not making this religion. It's about the way you frame things and that the limitations of your perspectives. And that's what I'm getting into. I'm not getting into religion. But so he says, God, you're supposed to be my peoples, then how come you let all this stuff happen to me today? Today I had a horrible day. And God said, yeah, what happened? I said, well, first of all, I woke up late. Then when I got in my car wouldn't start. Then I went to lunch, and the guy made my sandwich wrong and had to get it again. And then on the way home, I went to answer a phone call, and my phone went dead. And to top it off, after all that horrible day that you allowed me to go through, I tried to just relax, put my foot in the foot massage, and the doggone thing wouldn't work. Yeah. And God replies, you did. Well, let me say what happened. Let me think what happened. Oh yeah. This morning, death came for you. And I sent one of my angels to do that battle for you, so I let you sleep through that. You didn't need to know all of that. And then when you were leaving for work, and your car wouldn't start, there was a drunk driver. And it would have caused all kind of, we skipped that for you. Okay? We just skipped that. And then when you went to lunch, the first guy that made your sandwich, he was sick. and he sneezed all over the sandwich, and it would have made you sick too. And we know you need your job, so you don't need time to take off work. And the phone call that dropped that you couldn't get, well, he was going to do nothing but start he say she said. So if you wasn't in it to begin with, it had nothing to do with you. So we avoided that too. And that whole foot massage thing, well, it had a short in it. It would have shorted out your whole house. Now the guy's thinking like, oh God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean, oh. God's like, no problem. But you just have to learn to trust that I'm going to take care of you in all things, good and bad. Now, not to stay on religion, but now I have to reframe it. And my money got taken. I want to start, I had this whole thing ready to give to the people and make it happen and all that stuff. And money got taken and my niece passed away. We're distraught. Things are going on. And reframe. All of this stuff was going to happen. And I was prepared with that extra charge, with that extra I'm going to get through it, with that extra power, by the formulation of the idea of having the next 30 days be dedicated to consistency, be dedicated to that extra. So it's not that what came was to stop me from having a massive action month, but massive action month, that idea was to prepare me for what was to come. For me, the things I want to do in this massive action month are three things. My first thing, first and foremost, see my handy remote. First and foremost is consistency. I need to make one of these videos every day for the next 30 days. Get out beyond myself. 2, interactive. I need to make one of these videos every day that's real. Not just some scripted thing that I designed and a message I want to get across, some witty story or something like that, but a real interactive. I have to answer comments, so feel free to comment, like, share, all that stuff. Do all that stuff and get beyond that. Because personally, I don't like people too much. People tend to do silly things and get on my nerves, and my mouth is kind of reckless, and I start saying things and people's feelings are hurt. So all of it has to be managed. All of it has to be put back into perspective and framed properly. So the two things is consistency and interactive. The last thing I need to work on is I need to work on being imperfect. Normally, this video will be shot about 17 times, different angles, different little witty stories, but as you see, this is going straight through, and whatever whatever problems that come with it, or just how it has to be. I had that elaborate plan with the money was taken away, and now I can't automate and I can't do this. I can't go to an event. You know what? I can go to an event. I just have to find the money again. I can, and I will. As far as all the automation, hey, I'm not going to be able to take the article, turn it into the PDF, create with my radio voice and audio format, didn't make a video out of that, didn't make a PowerPoint. All this automation that I had set up, my big elaborate plans, everything's going perfect. I'm going to make the most out of it. But here I am, and I'm doing it anyway. So massive imperfect action. This is Massive Action Month, and I'm CJ Boston. I'm going to leave you with simply, give it all you have, or give it to God, because there isn't any giving up. It's definitely time for better. I'll talk to you tomorrow.